Good evening and welcome to Midnight Movie Club. In tonight's video, we will be exploring King Paimon and his role within Hereditary. King Paimon is a powerful demonic deity who is one of the great kings of hell. His mortal worshippers want to give him a human host to come back to our world so he can give them riches and knowledge. We get our first glimpse of King Paimon in one of the cult books belonging to Annie Graham's mother, Ellen Lee. This book tells us that Paimon needs a male human body in order to come back to life and grant his worshippers their wishes. Annie's daughter Charlie had a strange relationship with her mother Ellen. Ellen called Charlie her favourite and even breastfed Charlie herself. Ellen had actually hoped Charlie would be born a boy. This strained Annie and her mother's relationship. Annie did not want Charlie spending time with Ellen, as Annie knew that it was in fact her mother who had drove her brother to committing suicide when he was only 16 years old. Annie's brother claimed that Ellen was trying to call upon evil dark spirits to possess him so they could inhabit his body and live through him. Instead of being used as a conduit for these spirits, he decided to end his life. This would be the first time we know that Ellen and her cult tried to bring King Paimon into this world. When Annie's daughter Charlie dies, she starts to learn more and more about her mother's past. She meets a woman named Joan who encourages her to call on Charlie's soul. Annie reads the spell she is given to call upon Charlie, but this spell was also the key to open the door to invite King Paimon in. We are given further information on King Paimon as Annie investigates her mother's old books once more. She learns that King Paimon is one of the 8 kings of hell and that he needs a human male body to be resurrected. While reading up on King Paimon, she finds pictures of her mother and her cult. In these pictures, her mother is dressed in all white and being showered in gold coins. She learns that Ellen was the leader of the King Paimon cult and that she was married to Paimon. Charlie's death was a great opportunity for the cult members to have Peter, Annie's son, instead of Charlie. When she was alive, Ellen allowed King Paimon to reside in Charlie, but of course he needed a male host to be fully resurrected. Annie finds the headless corpse of her mother in her attic under the sigil of King Paimon. Those who are a part of the cult or who have been connected to Paimon in some way seem to always have their head decapitated, whether it be their cause of death or, in Ellen's case, after their death. King Paimon eventually possesses Annie as he tries to get at Peter, needing his body to come into this world. Peter ends up hiding in the attic where Ellen's body under the Paimon sigil has been replaced with a picture of himself. Paimon manages to get into the attic, still using Annie, and begins to rip the head off Annie's body. Peter then crashes through the window to escape, but as Peter dies on impact, his soul leaves his body, and as the body lies there, King Paimon is able to take it over. We witness Annie's headless corpse float into Charlie's treehouse, and Paimon follows. In the treehouse we see Annie and Ellen, Peter's mother and grandmother's decapitated bodies bowed down before the statue of King Paimon, which has Charlie's severed rotten head atop of it. The treehouse is full of the other cult members who are all also bowing down to Paimon in the nude. We also see a picture of Ellen which is labelled Queen Lee. This would be referring back to her marriage to Paimon. One of the cult members finally speaks and says to Peter, "You are Paimon now. Hail Paimon." Well, they once again bow, but this time in front of Peter. Peter is now revealed to be the resurrected King Paimon. King Paimon has a vast array of dark powers, including mind control, manipulation, and of course, possession. If we look outside the film's depiction of King Paimon, it is said that Paimon's knowledge includes all arts and secret things, such as knowledge regarding the earth, its waters, and the winds. He must also truthfully answer all questions that are asked of him. He is also said to be able to reveal hidden treasures and that he knows all of the affairs of the world. Not only this, but apparently he has the knowledge of past and future events, clearing up doubts. His other abilities include making spirits appear, creating visions, reanimating the dead for several years, flight, remaining underwater indefinitely, and general abilities to make all kinds of things. So that does explain some of the things we see in Hereditary. No doubt the cult of King Paimon will learn vast knowledge and gain great wealth from resurrecting him. But I do wonder if bringing one of the 8 kings of hell into their world will backfire on them. So that is what we know of the spirit known as King Paimon, who was our antagonist in this year's Hereditary. If there is something I missed and you have any information to add, then please do share in the comments section below. I do have a few questions of my own though. If you do feel like you can answer them, then let me know in the comments. What was Paimon's obsession with decapitation? Why did the cult not go for Peter straight away? And why did they marry Ellen to Paimon before his resurrection? Just a few wee things to ponder over and discuss between ourselves. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, then let me know by liking the video, and if you are new to the channel, then subscribe to join the club. As always, thank you very much for watching, and good night.